worked up. I was off yesterday. Did you try and call me or stop by? Or?
No, that's what I meant. I was supposed to call by yesterday, but I got called into work.
You got called into work yesterday?
Yeah,
okay,
so I wasn't able to. So
All
I
right.
guess it worked out.
It worked out. Yeah, I was out sick yesterday. Tomorrow should be fine. If you could call me like midday, just a reminder.
Yep, heads the wrong way.
Josie, you're my source of most frustration. Testing, 1, 2.
Testing.
Testing.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good to know the mic's working.
No, not if we have two broadcasters. It's coming through though.
All right.
You can go ahead and unplug them, and after the national anthem, plug it back in.
You want me to turn off the line?
No, let that roll.
CCBC Dundalk is here to assist you if you have any urgent matters. Please seek the assistance of a member of the CCBC Dundalk staff. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce our starters. Beginning with our visitors from Montgomery. A 6-foot guard from Theodore Roosevelt High School, number 3, Donald Brewer. A 6'2" guard from Christian High, number 4, Vince Rose. A 6'5" forward from Woodrow Wilson, number 11, Freddie Lewis. A 6'1" guard from Charlottesville High, number 13, Eli Arnold. And a 6'6" guard from Western High, number 24, Marcus Lister. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting line for your CCBC Dundalk Lions. A 6-foot shooting guard from Blackmore, Maryland, number 2, Mark Godwin. A 6'1" combo guard from Hampton, Maryland, number 4, Tyshawn Walker. A 6'6" forward from Waterville, Maryland, number 13, Mohammed Badu. A 5'11" point guard from Highland, New York, number 23, Christian Wright. And a 6'2" wing from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, number 35, Abraham Badu. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask all that are able
would assume they're related.
to rise and put their hats
Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they are.
with the
I would
flames
guess so,
stars
yeah.
on them. Ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Dundalk, we embody the spirit of sportsmanship because it's an important component of being a student athlete. We ask that you please refrain from the use of profanity and let all spectators remain positive and cheering for their favorite team.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lions Den. We've got CCBC Dundalk Lions basketball. Montgomery College is in the Lions Den here this evening, and I've got a partner in the Lions Den as well. Byron Reed is with me here in the broadcast booth. Hi, Byron, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Doing wonderful. It's so good to be back here in the Lions Den with you, calling some great college basketball.
Oh, it always is great to have you as well. The Lions went 1-2 in the mixer over the last weekend. Let's see if they can get to 500 here against Montgomery. Opening tip went to Montgomery as they're the team in the black. First possession for them ends in a turnover.
Never a good start on a first possession, turning the ball over. Not a good tone setter.
Christian Wright and Tyshawn Walker playing catch right there. A couple new players in the starting lineup here that weren't in the starting lineup over the weekend. They are one of them, number 35, Ibrahim Badu. There's a jumper, our first basket of the game. There's from number 3, Donald Brewer. I know you talked to Coach Taylor before the game. What some of the things you guys talked about?
Well, regarding the mixer, he said that the defense stepped up and they competed, which what impressed him at the mixer. The defense picked up faster than the offense, and they played hard and physical.
Offense picking up right there. Badu gets the first basket of the game for the Lions on the jumper, and then the steal on the other side. Oh, a first official invitation to the block party. Scrum for that ball finally brought down by Montgomery. Marcus Driscoll sent out an invitation to the block party and almost got the alley-oop on the other side. Whoa, starting off fast here.
Starting off fast indeed. I like this pace.
Oh, that was a great move by Ibrahim, there. Got his man up in the air. Saw an opportunity for the and one, took advantage of that, went right into the body. That's just perfect basketball.
Exactly what you want to do. Go into the body, try and draw the foul. When you do get the foul, get the shot. Now get an and one. Make it count now, kid.
Early opportunity to get 3 points, and they do. Gets them up by 3 points. Lions have their first lead of the game.
And Dundalk's coming into tonight's game shooting 51.8% from the free throw line.
Not great numbers.
Not great at all, but you know what? That first free throw is a good step to getting the numbers up at least.
That is a very good point. You see the first one go in, help that confidence. Confidence goes a long way. Godwin, his first three is good. Man, he laced that one, and a timeout taken by the Lions. It's a 30-second one. Even though Godwin laced that three, Coach Taylor still saw something he didn't like.
Godwin's one of the better three-point shooters on this team, Aaron. So I'm looking forward to seeing him jack up more of those shots that have him go down tonight.
Yeah, Warwick Godwin had some moments over the weekend at the mixer. Also had some moments that he'd like to forget, though. I'm sure moving forward here in this season, he'd like to figure out how to be a more consistent shooter, because you are right. Definitely probably the best shooter on this team. Maybe Christian Wright and him. I'm sure they've had some good shooting competitions in practice. But
I'm sure about that. And speaking of Christian Wright, is averaging 11.3 points per game, and Warwick Godwin 12.7 points per game. So two guys right there who can score the basketball.
Christian Wright scores the basketball a little bit different than Godwin, though. He likes to take the ball into the hoop, and that's no surprise when you find out that he grew up in Harlem. Growing up and playing basketball on the streets of New York. It's known to be a point guard town. Christian Wright, certainly that kind of player.
And a very physical brand of basketball, too, out there in Harlem for sure.
Montgomery there with a nice move from Donald Brewer. Took that right into the teeth of the defense and finished through the contact. Talk about finishing through contact. Mohamed Badu on the other side. That's 2 baskets for him to start.
One of the best bigs on this team, Bondu.
Gets the ball up in the air. Mohamed gets the rebound on the other side. I think this Lions team really needs him to establish himself as one of the better players, not just on this team, but in the conference if they want to go far this season.
Yep, definitely. Your bigs are always going to be a big, no pun intended, big part of your offense.
Man, what a block there from Arnold, number 13 for the team in black. Blocked that three-pointer. That's our second official invitation to the block party.
The freshmen are on the bench, as you say.
They certainly are. Godwin, a couple more shots like that, maybe getting some refreshment soon.
Hopefully you won't lose confidence to shoot the ball, though.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Wright has to take it in, wants to use the high glass, and that check was bounced.
Definitely a good thought there by Godwin, though, going inside and trying to get the shot off the backboard. Unfortunately, couldn't fall.
Montgomery, 2 opportunities there as Charlie Ali was there. Couldn't finish on the offensive glass. 2 shots, no baskets. Lions will take that. Godwin for 3 right in front of the Montgomery bench. No good. Offensive rebound. Is it going to be a jump ball? It is. Or is there a foul? I think there was a foul before. Charlie Ali, I think, going down onto the ground. The ref said he made contact with the Lions player. Gave possession to the Lions. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Most important, though.
Yeah, definitely want to have as much time on the shot clock as possible off the inbound. Let's see what they do with it.
Oh, right, with a nice move there. He got into the paint, and then the little hesitation move, I think, got him enough time and space to be able to jump and get the opportunity at the 2 points at the line.
Yeah, the body control on display there was very impressive. He hung in the air and, flung his body around, got contact, so drew the foul.
Christian Wright only stands at 5'11". Hard to finish him up amongst the trees there, but
has no fear.
Yeah, he
Clearly
did the best he could there. 1 for 2 that time for the line. Or did he miss both of those? I think he missed both. 10 for 6. 10-6 is still our score. 15 minutes means we've almost played a full 5. Lions are up in front right now. Godwin with the steal. He's going to take it himself and gets fouled for his troubles.
Good foul there from Montgomery. Definitely good foul there.
Yeah, don't want to give him the free, easy basket. Interesting. Christian Wright, he was on the breakaway with Godwin there, but instead of going into the painted area with Godwin, he stretched out to the outside.
Probably where he's most comfortable at, though, on the outside. Again, as I said, being one of the better three-point shooters on this team, got to go where you're comfortable. And I guess for Godwin, it's on the outside of the line there.
Have another chance here. It's now 12-6. A little bit longer this. I'm sure Montgomery will be taking their first time out soon.
Gotta believe it's coming with all this pressure. Gotta believe.
Oh, and they beat the press there beautifully.
It's exactly how you beat the press. Move the ball quickly up the floor. Exactly how you do it.
Now the Lions are going to put another one of their bigs in. Have a little bit more size on the court. And I think that big is going to come in for that man right there, Ibrahim. And he does. I don't think the turnover was why he came out of the game, but it certainly didn't help.
Definitely did not help, indeed. But now we'll see what Alien can do being in the game. First time.
25 on the shot clock. Brewer, pull-up jumper is short off the front of the iron. It's Montgomery team outside of beating that press a few moments ago. This offense has not really found their footing here at any point.
Yeah, they haven't, but Dundalk's defense, though, is doing a good job. They forced a lot of turnovers here in the early goings. Made life real difficult for them on the offensive end.
Tyshawn Walker picked up the double dribble. But I think Coach Taylor was more upset with the player next to Tyshawn Walker not flashing for the pass when he realized that Walker was in the danger zone there.
You got to come help out your teammates when you see them in trouble.
Cross-court pass, the three once again is short. Own rebound, and Mohamed Badu, I don't know if he got a piece of that, but he definitely did enough to make sure that shot wasn't good.
And then when he grabbed the board, came down, used his elbows to clear space. Very nice. Back off me, he says.
Get big, young man, get big. Made the play. Plays like that are what his team need him to make. Because you said before, he's really the best big man that this team has to offer. He's got Devon, Aline, and then also Nemo Jackson coming off the bench. But outside of that, not a lot of size here on this Lions team. It's a guard-heavy team. Mohamed, great job getting the defender in the air. Looking at the ref afterwards to say he wanted the call. Not going to get it, though.
I thought he should have got it personally. Did enough to get the call.
Tyshawn Walker, great move to find Christian Wright. Outside for the three. We got the steal on the other side and then the assist on the offensive side. And then he picked up the foul. He's the second time down the court, though. All good things must come to an end.
Well, that was a big two-way play, though. You get the steal on the defensive end and go right down the court and get the assist. That's big.
It's a momentum play.
Definitely, for sure.
Speaking of momentum, it's going the Lions' way, as you saw right there. Walker and Wright hooking up for another 2 points. It's 5 unanswered points from those two.
Everything going their way right now, it seems. Oh, my goodness.
Woo! My goodness. Number 24, Marcus Driscoll.
Throw it down, big fella.
6'6", freshman out of Western Branch High School. I have no idea where that is. Must be in the Montgomery area, but apparently they get up and get out there. Young man jumped off 2 feet and finished through the contact.
2 hands for safety.
Here's Christian Wright. Bird is checked in, immediately has his pocket picked, and Brewer puts it in for 2. That big dunk and the 3 points after, or in the extra point afterwards, could be a momentum play for Montgomery. Get them back in this one.
Yeah, and they needed it desperately. They were struggling on offense, and seems like they found themselves now, which is good. If their defense can remain physical, I think we'll see them close the gap some more.
Basketball is a game of runs, and sometimes you just need one big play to get you on that run, and Godwin answers back with a 3 in the corner, and you see his excitement afterwards says it all. That's a big one.
Yeah, talk about a play that'll get you going. That'll do it right there every time.
And the air ball 3 from Montgomery doesn't matter as Driscoll's there to put it back for 2. Gets it back to a 6-point game.
All part of the plan, he says, all part of the plan.
At least that's what he's telling people. Muhammad faces up on the baseline. Bird inside, out, the spin. Muhammad, baseline jumper, can't get the friendly roll. Good offensive set there. Didn't lead to the point, but for a second it looked like the Lions were going to settle for a contested jumper. Instead, they found an open one.
Led to a good look. I think at the end of the day, it's really what matters on the offensive side.
There's a huge difference between ending a possession with a missed basket and ending the possession with a miss or a contested shot. Missing an open shot like that still does a little something for your confidence, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. When you get the open shot, even if it doesn't go in, you still feel like, hey, next time it's going in.
Next one. Double pick set up. Wright goes through it. He's got under 10 on the shot clock, so he's got to go here. Godwin off the front of the iron. It's bounced up a couple times. Driscoll. I think the Lions committed the foul there. I figured a foul call was coming. Driscoll didn't seem like, oh no, Lions ball.
Lions ball, and there's some substitutions now. Breon Williams checking in.
Yeah, Breon Williams, Parkville High School, former Knight. Oh, beautiful move by Christian Wright, but a better block by Montgomery. 2 black jerseys were there, so I'm not sure which one of them got the hand on it, but Wright made the initial move to get himself some space, but the recovery defense by Montgomery was fantastic.
Yep, good job from Wright to get the space, but an even better job, like you said, Aaron, of Montgomery defenders corralling and making the play there.
That's why you'll hear coaches say never give up on the ball. 11 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the halftime whistle.
A little too hard of a pass there. A little too hard of a pass. We need some gloves for that one.
Yeah, too much mustard on that dog. Lions went 1-2 during the mixer. They'll be looking to get to 500 here. They couldn't spring, or neither of those 2 losses came back-to-back. They went 1, 1, and 1.
Yeah, I think it's better that way, at least, to have a win in between one of those losses.
Oh, great job by Wright getting the defense to collapse on him. Nemo Jackson couldn't finish, and then he walked afterwards.
It's never what you want to see. Unnecessary turnover right there. But rest will be discussing some things and trying to figure something out here.
Yeah. I think one ref was saying that there was a foul, and then the other ref was maybe saying that the travel happened before the foul. Not sure. Looked like for a second somebody thought they were shooting foul shots.
Right. But that's like when one parent tells you yes, go the other one, they tell you no.
Montgomery. Offense hasn't really looked good at any moment here in this first half outside of that big dunk, but they still only find themselves down by 6. See if they can start taking advantage of their size down low. Driscoll looks like he wants to do that. As you saw there, he caught the board, tried to put it in for 2, but he will go to the line as he was fouled for his troubles.
And this is Montgomery's first game of the season. Last year they were 26-9 overall, 10-4 in the conference. So they had a really good season last year. And Dundalk so far is off to a 1-2 start. So we'll see how things progress as the game goes along.
They have a few returning players from that team as well. 5 sophomores returning from last year. It's kind of the norm, though, at this level. You're going to be turning over almost most of your team every year. You're going to have a lot of freshmen coming back or coming into the program. Yeah. Like you said, this Montgomery team, one of the better teams at this level. This is a tough game for the Lions. Bird for 3 is good. Daniel Bird, a freshman combo guard out of Milford Mills High School, laces that 3. Nemo Jackson, whoo, he got caught there.
That was really close. That was really close right there.
I think Nemo Jackson, he is indeed. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to stay on the court. I thought that play would get him a seat on the bench.
Yeah, I thought it would too, for sure. It looked really close. I thought that they were over the half-court line when he jumped in the air and caught the ball to pass it back, but apparently not.
Here comes Montgomery. They're down a little bit more now. 24-17 is the score. Working the ball around. Down low, up and in for 2. That was Dono Brewer again. 24-19 now. Tyshawn Walker, quick 3, no good off the front of the iron. Picks up his own miss, though, and then puts it in for 2. Walker
never giving up on plays, following your shot. That's what it's all about, brother.
Walker looked at his coach almost as to say, that's what I meant to do. His coach wasn't worried about that. He was worried about whose man that was scoring on the other side. Oh, almost. A great play.
But a heads-up play, though. Throwing the ball back in and getting it off a Dundalk player there.
Did find a way to make the save there, you're right. Montgomery had a chance for the transition breakaway as Montgomery has another substitution check into the game. Paul Garcia seeing his first action. Brewer for 3. And could have went either way, honestly.
Definitely could have went either way. It was good box out, though. For what it was.
Depends on who you ask that question.
For what it was a pretty good box out because he didn't have the best position, but it was good enough, I guess. He got the foul.
Yeah.
He did his job, I guess.
Montgomery with a turnover there after a free possession. Godwin thought about the 3, gives it up to Bird. Instead, he takes a baseline jumper, and he gets a soft roll. Hey, boys and girls at home, that's why you put that extra spin on that ball.
Oh, yeah, all about the spin. All about that spin. You need that for sure.
Oh, great move. Right into the teeth of the defense. Not afraid. He got past one man, hung in the air. Get a chance to get 2 at the line. These teams seem like they've been shooting a lot of foul shots, but 8 minutes to go here in the first. Neither team's in the bonus yet.
No, there have been fouls, but like you said, not a lot of foul shots, even though it seems that way. But there should be more, I guess. Maybe.
Doing a good job of playing defense without fouling. That being said, though, the Montgomery team is at 6 fouls, so the next one for them will be 1-1 for the Lions.
And that's 2 foul shots just fell right there.
28-23. Montgomery's been blazing a comeback here for a few minutes.
Yeah, they've been trying to get back in this game. Dundalk hasn't really shown many signs of letting them do that, however, which is good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this game will look like at halftime. Godwin misses the 3. Montgomery has their way. They may be in the lead by then. 3-pointer right in front of the Lions bench.
That'll help.
Good. Rip that. That's Vince Rose, excuse me. Sophomore guard. 6'2". Lace that 3-pointer right in front of the Lions bench, and Christian Wright is going to check right back into the game. A short break on the bench for him.
Yeah, they need him on the floor right now.
That's a silly foul. Rose got the 3 on the other end, on one end, but he almost gave up 3 points on the other as he fouled Godwin on a 3-point attempt. Gives him 3 at the line.
That would have been devastating had that fallen. Because not only do you get the 3 points, but you get the 4-point play, which is very rare.
Yeah, probably the most exciting play in basketball, or one of, at least. One of those things you don't see very often.
No, when it does, it's always special.
Any Miami Heat fan from back in the day, though, early 2000s, late 90s, remembers that Larry Johnson 4-point play, though. Seven minutes and 33 seconds left here in this first half. 30-26 is the score. Godwin trying to make it a little bit bigger here. This is his 3rd. And 3 for 3 from the line.
Needed those. Those were big, big free throws right there. Good job from Godwin to make them count.
Godwin getting his first start in the lineup here this afternoon. Moves like that will make sure it's not his last.
That's another turnover for Montgomery. Got to try and make sure you're taking care of the basketball better.
Scoreboard looks the way it does, thanks in large part due to what you're just saying there. All the turnovers that Montgomery has. It also looks like that because of that man right there. Godwin almost laced another one.
Yeah, he is not afraid at all to shoot a shot when he's open.
Now we're back at even because we had a questionable backcourt violation call go against the Lions, and now we've had one go against Montgomery too, so maybe they've canceled each other out there. Well, I wanted to bring up right before the backcourt there is Godwin. He's not even right at the 3-point line. Like, he's at least 2-3 steps behind the 3-point line too, and that's just something before Steph Curry you just didn't see. Like, and now these guys just have this confidence. It's really impressive to me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, channeling his inner Steph Curry, it seems like. Not afraid to shoot the ball from any range.
It's incredibly impressive.
Shoot or shoot, man. That's what I'm told. Shoot or shoot, what I'm told.
Yeah. It's from what I've heard. Climbing up the ladder. Montgomery. 2 shots there, no basket, but they'll still have possession. As you see, that call went against the Lions. 6 minutes, 33 seconds now. All that's left in this first half. A first half that's been dominated by the Lions.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, they've come out here and they've really put their stamp on the game with – they've done both things very well as on offense. You know, they've shot their threes, gotten them to fall, and the inside looks are really good as well.
All that being said, their domination has only led them to a 3-point lead, so it's not like they're running away with it. Montgomery's hanging around, and plays like that will keep them hanging around a little bit longer. Christian Wright, handoff to Godwin. Godwin now to Walker. 15 on the shot clock. Not a lot of time left. They got to go here. Walker now goes right at his man. And he was fouled before the block there. Know if that was in the act of shooting. Should be the 1-and-1 anyway.
Yeah, that would be 17 fouls, so it should be 1-and-1. But
I think they're figuring that out now or not. Huh. Next one.
yeah.
Didn't matter anyways. He turned it over. Three-pointer, no good. A quick three in transition. That's another play for Steph Curry. Didn't see that very often.
No, guys would usually go down and get close to the hoop because that's where the easier baskets come. But
Dennis Scott, really the first one I remember who popularized that for the Orlando Magic back when he was playing with Shaquille O'Neal. Who just run right to the corner three like that man did right there. Almost made him pay. Paul Garcia was open. He faded a little bit on that shot, made it a little bit more difficult than it probably really was.
Probably really needed to be, definitely, yeah.
Nemo Jackson set to check in once again. Longest buzzer I've ever heard is in this building. It's so weird. 30-second timeout. Only the second timeout taken here in this half. It's part of the reason why this first half has gone so quickly.
Yeah, no, they're not using their timeouts. They're letting them play, trying to figure things out, and only calling them when they really need to. So
see what kind of strategy these two teams use.
Yeah, this Montgomery team, even though they're trailing right now, again, they won the district championship in the last season, and they made it to the national tournament last season. So this team is, last year anyway, as far as numbers go, were really good. As far as making it all the way to the national championship tournament goes. Got to have a good team to do that.
And they have some returning players, so they have some players who know what it takes to win big games. This Montgomery team been blazing the comeback trail for a few minutes now.
And they're right in the thick of it.
Somebody took that one off the noggin there. Christian Wright ends up coming up with the loose ball. That'll ensure that they'll be in the lead for a little bit longer, as Montgomery had a chance to tie the game up there with a three. Wright tried to use the high glass. Wasn't open. Here comes Rose. Oh, nice pass behind, right in front of the Lions bench. Can't get the friendly roll. I'm sure Coach Taylor was preaching all week to his team that this is a very good Montgomery team. Knows that his team's fast start and early lead is going to be important to hold on to that for as long as possible. And now we finally see it.
Yeah, and if you can get out to that early lead, get the fans into it, that definitely will help as the game goes along, because then you start to put them away. If you let them hang around, good team will eventually come back. And we're starting to see some of that. Score the way it is.
Tyshawn Walker, 1-1. He will get another chance as he earned it.
Free throws are key to extending this lead and holding Montgomery off just a little bit longer.
And 2 for 2 that time from the line. Foul shots. And it helped the Lions' chances of holding on to the lead.
Yeah, always big to get those free throws. Always big. Plus, it helps the overall team free throw percentage as well. That's never a bad thing.
Haven't seen, nice pass. And once again, Montgomery beats through the press with the quick passes. Leads to an easy 2 points. I think only, 4 or 5 seconds taken off the clock there that time.
Yeah, may want to think about changing your press up or something there, because that's the second time they beat it now with the quick passes.
Nemo Jackson missed the jumper, but Lions got the rebound, and that one's last touched by the Lions. Christian Wright tried to find the big, but the big wasn't ready for the pass.
Got to be ready to receive the pass at any point in time. Unfortunately, not there.
Particularly when you're that close to the basket. 25 on the shot clock, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the game clock, and a late whistle. But a foul against the Lions. It's 1-1 for these two teams from here on out.
Yeah, there's another 4:29 left in the half, so if the fouls keep coming, pace might start to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very good point. But if it doesn't, that'll certainly, well, really it helps both teams since they're both in the bonus now. You know, foul shots, opportunity to get points with the clock turned off or with the clock stopped. Those are going to be the best opportunities for Montgomery. Then again, the Lions, on the other hand, they'll take any opportunity they can get to build their lead.
Oh, very true, very true. But if you're Montgomery, you want the lead to stop. Look at that move.
Paul Garcia, my
nifty.
goodness. Freshman guard stands at 6'2". When you see him out there on the court and standing next to somebody else, he doesn't really look 6'2". He looks a little bit smaller than that, but certainly looked like a big man on that play.
Yep, but that was a nifty, shifty move for sure there from Garcia. Tied the game up, too. That also helps.
Under 10 to play on the shot clock. They need to go quickly. Christian Wright, and a foul away from the ball. So that basket won't count. And it'll put the Lions on the line. Unless it goes against the Lions, excuse me. Chance to take the lead here once again.
Do just that with the first free throw, getting it to fall.
The Lions have shown that they've been working on their foul shots from last weekend. I'm going to say they struggled mightily from the line, but they certainly weren't as good from the line as they have been here today.
Yeah, they've made 10 free throws so far here in the first half alone.
That's going to help their chances of beating this very good Montgomery team. Garcia again, this time goes coast to coast.
Set up beautifully by the lead pass, though. Let him perfectly down like a receiver almost.
And my dad always used to say the pass is prettier than the shot. Certainly was on that play. 3 minutes and 30 seconds now. Christian Wright over to Walker. Bird is working hard to get that ball. He's running around screens like a madman.
Yeah, he really is. I love it. I love it.
Wright, the floater. Wow, that's pretty.
Pretty floater.
And is there anything that's prettier in the game of basketball, or in any sport, than a perfectly executed jump shot or floater?
Not in my opinion, no sir.
Here's Bird. Spins almost on the out-of-bounds line. Walker. Oh, he faked the dribble handoff, took it himself, and if he wouldn't have got
a hit there.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have got his pocket picked there, that would have been a beautiful move. Great recovery there from the Montgomery defense.
I was waiting on the whistle for a foul.
He wanted one. Still talking to the ref here. Just under 3 minutes now to be played here in this first half. First half that a few minutes ago we were saying was dominated by the Lions. Wow, Garcia, what a
Look
move.
at Garcia doing it all on that one.
My goodness.
Look at that. That's impressive.
Paul Garcia was not in the starting lineup here to begin things, but his coach may be putting him in the starting lineup for tomorrow's game or their next game. Offensive foul. Garcia doing it on both ends of the floor. Earn the charge on the other side.
Putting your body on the line. That's exactly what you got to do. That'll help your teammates get energized, too. They like to see that effort.
And a full timeout taken by the Lions. Much needed, as, like I was saying a few minutes ago, or like I was saying a few moments ago, 4 or 5 minutes ago, we were talking about how the Lions were dominating this game. Certainly not the case right now, as now it's all tied up, and Montgomery's got all the momentum.
Yep, they have all the momentum now, and it seems to have come out of nowhere because they were kind of struggling up until that dunk, but since then they started to build, and now they seem to have found their stride.
Yeah, dunks at this level do a lot for the momentum. It's not like the NBA where everybody on the court can dunk for the most part.
Right.
When you have a chance like that for a big play, it gets the bench involved, it gets the crowd involved. Everybody on the other team is looking like, oh, I don't. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again.
Right.
It
Let's
really,
make sure we can do one next time we get a chance.
Exactly. It really does a lot for the momentum because you're right. Montgomery has looked like a different team since that big dunk. Also, something to look out for this Lions team is they have not used all of their bench players yet, and also the bench players that they have been using haven't really done much. It's really the starters who have contributed the most, and if they want to walk out with the W, they're going to need at least somebody on that bench unit to step up, start hitting some shots, or maybe just making some plays on the defensive side.
Yeah, because it doesn't have to be all offense, but again, the bench guys have got to come in and help out on one side of the floor or both, because you need those guys. Your starters can't do it all for you.
Turnover, Garcia. Oh, almost. Couldn't keep the hot streak alive. Right. Oh, nice move. Get him some space. Bird for three. Good!
Big shot, Bird. Very nicely done there, young man.
Gets his team back out in front, and that is not a great foul. Or maybe it was, because Driscoll could have taken that right to the rack and finished. So at least he's making him earn it. But really, he got beat, and then he tried to reach around just to make up for it. And
right.
It's never a good idea to do that.
No. If you get beaten, if you're gonna reach, you probably want to try and go under and try to poke the ball out versus going over the hand like Bundu did there. Makes it look less obvious trying to reach there. You know what I mean?
It's a very good point. Criminals wear gloves for a reason. Trying to stay hidden. Driscoll. It's the first time we've seen him since he left the game. He had some big moments. He was the player who had that dunk that we were just talking about a few moments ago. He also had a couple dunks on the defensive side. Regardless, he's a player that's made some plays and could continue to make some plays in the final minute and 40 seconds. 15 on the shot clock. They got to go here. Walker has the position on Garcia.
He had it.
Oh, what an effort play. What a tremendous effort play there by Montgomery's number 13, Arnold. The first one down onto the court, and he will shoot some foul shots because of it.
Yep, poking the ball loose, falling on it. Reward is foul shots.
Effort, effort, effort. It'll get you very far in life. Arnold had the effort there. Lions are in the double bonus here now, as you can see. 10 on that shot clock, or excuse me, on that scoreboard.
But that means they're going to get 2 free throws the rest of the way regardless.
Lions not far behind them. They're 8. They have 18 fouls right now. But with only a minute and 28 seconds left. It'll be hard for them to get into the double bonus. I'm sure they're just thinking points, though.
Yeah, definitely at this point. Stop the bleeding somewhat.
Nemo Jackson passed up a difficult shot for a more difficult shot. Luckily for him, Montgomery couldn't come down with the rebound, so he gets bailed out. The Lions will have the ball with a fresh shot clock now.
Almost disaster there, but nice job.
Garcia is everywhere.
Really is. Kids coming off the bench and really showing out right now in the first half.
Saul Walker got the ball back, and after he did, Coach Taylor looked at him and said, slow down. Lions trying to do too much and turning it over because of it. Walker took his coach's advice and got the 2 points because of it. Blocking foul. Nemo Jackson, I think he wanted to take the charge call. He wouldn't have got it anyway. He was in the restricted area. Certainly had the position, though, outside of that in terms of his feet were set.
Everything else was right.
Yeah, he was
Being
ready
in
to
the
take
wrong
the
place,
charge.
wrong place, Wrong time, so to speak, I guess.
His heart was in the right place, I guess.
Going back to the slowing down comment, that's another thing that Coach Taylor wanted to work on with his team was ball security. You've got, he says they got to get better at taking care of basketball.
One of those players who he's referencing in that comment is number 0 for the Lions, Kai Gilliam, and we have not seen him at all here this afternoon. I wonder if that's because of that turnover factor. He had the turnover bug over the weekend, but that didn't mean he didn't also make some plays for his team.
With this game the way it is right now, 1 point Montgomery lead, you definitely don't want turnovers. Everything has to count.
Shot clock's turned off, so the Lions could hold for the final shot here.
Montgomery's pressuring the ball every time Dundalk brings it past half court. They're not waiting for them to set up on offense a whole lot.
Bird for 3, no good. Garcia gets the rebound, 4 on the shot clock. Oh, he was thinking about the last shot himself there.
Sure was.
He was disappointed when Christian Wright pulled out. Oh, the whole time down the court, he was thinking pull-up three-pointer. 43-42 will be the score at the end of the first 20. We'll be back with more after the halftime break. He keeps that track. If he doesn't have it, they have it over there.
I was trying to keep track. I missed some. I know that much.
The stats guys over there are taking it.
But yeah, they probably have a better idea than I would. I'm trying. So far, it's a good game.
$2.
The water? Yikes. You get that here?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I got it out of the vending machine.
It's garbage. But
It's
hey.
just water, but I'm just disappointed because I have club soda. I bought a case of club soda just like this, like in bottles like this, so I can bring them to games like this. I forgot it. Oh, it was a good game. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Montgomery was going to run away with this.
Yeah. When I saw this, I was like, oh boy. Might be in trouble.
No, it's just the group of interns that Rocco has for this semester are really good, so they just do a lot of work. I don't know. Yeah, so they've had these for like damn near every game. Like
okay.
They had them all for the soccer games and stuff too, and I never
up.
used them though. Soccer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Excited to see what they do for baseball, though. That's, you know.
I was talking to this one kid. They're on the baseball team this year.
Mm-hmm.
He was from Miami. Who was that dude who would for when the volleyball? Do you remember what his name was for the volleyball games? He would like sit up in the bleachers. He was on the baseball team. Kind of a heavier set guy.
You talking about the fat guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Why?
Yeah, I was just curious if you remember what his name was. He seemed like a really nice guy. That's
Yeah,
why.
I hung out with him a couple times.
Yeah, he's on the baseball team.
Yeah.
He must hit the ball real far. He certainly is not. He's a big
Big dude.
He said he was from Miami, and I was like, oh,
Is he like, I don't know, like
he's like Hispanic, I believe.
type,
Yeah.
He has the hair for it.
Yeah. He's got
He has
that.
the
He's
Hispanic
got.
man bun.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say. He's got that undercut, wavy man bun. Man.
That's great. I'm pretty sure the culture for baseball down there is much different than it is up here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to him. I was like, I'm sure like high school baseball, because nobody cared about high school baseball in Delaney at all.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I bet your high school team was good. And, like you had a lot of kids try out for the team and whatnot. He was like, oh yeah, it was really competitive. It's like baseball is everything. And I was like, why do you want to come up here to Baltimore and play baseball?
Just
It's like I think there's a lot of people in Miami who don't want to leave Miami.
right. But hey, whatever you say. Because I want to be in Miami. I don't want to be here. Not now. It's getting cold.
I mean, I'd like to visit there, but I would not want to live there. I want to retire to some small town in upstate Massachusetts, like build a house there, become like the Stephen King of that area.
Yeah.
Just so I can. Well, I mean, I just want to. If I'm gonna retire, I just want to retire somewhere. Like I want to retire in Massachusetts because I want to retire and then go to Celtics games. So
Right.
what's the point of retiring somewhere where I can't do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Become the Jack Nicholson at Celtics.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That guy who's just there. Every game.
Bill Simmons should be that guy,
He should. I agree.
but he doesn't live in Boston. He has seasons against the Clippers. He still goes to a lot of Celtics games because you can always see him in the
Yeah.
playoffs. He's always there.
I'm gonna go get leading score.
Just a heads up, they were. I don't know if they're going to be 100% accurate.
Okay.
They should be, because I remember when I went over there over the weekend. The first day they were kind of struggling. I'm sure they've got it down pat by now.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's great.
That's alright. I need to get a new case for this thing. Every time I drop it, the case explodes. Now that happens to the phone, but
Yeah, out of the box.
yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I should, because it's really you just make it one. And they're kind of expensive, but it's a one payment kind of thing. It's not like it's gonna break.
Yeah, exactly. And it lasts long too. Well, mine, I had for like a couple years. And there's some parts where it's just like the cracks. But hey, it's holding me.
I'm still trying to figure out which way is the better way to print these. I was thinking it'd be the long way just because the cells are wider and I have more space. But I feel like it's more accurate that way. But probably could I have the two different ones because this one would not let me print it this way for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Like, okay, whatever, fine. Print it. I don't care. I need it. Probably could be fancy with it and get like a program on my laptop to spreadsheet and plug it in there or whatever. But
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm sure there's some kind of either that or like a book that you can just buy, like
Yeah.
what they have over there.
yeah. Yeah, because I have one for baseball. I got a scorebook for baseball. It has all
It's a
the
lot easier for that. 'Cause there's like
yeah,
a set way how to score the game for baseball
right,
that you learn when you're younger.
yeah. So that helps, but basketball is not really a thing, I guess.
You don't even know how they do that over there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they just have to go off points and whatnot.
That's sort of why I have it the way I do, because you can sort of keep it simple.
Yeah, I found myself wondering, like, is Mike Breen still keeping score of the game, like, in front of him?
Right. Yeah.
Because, I mean, he has all the people in his ear and stuff like that. But, I mean, does he want to use that?
Right.
He probably only wants to use that. I imagine he probably only wants to use that for, like, the big stats. Like, that's Tyson Chandler's 9,000th career point or
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
Stuff like that. Where he's
Yeah. I'd imagine, but I mean.
just worried about yelling bang.
It's a bang. It's there.
Getting Jeffrey and Gunny not to complain about the refs as much.
Yeah. That can be pretty grating after a while.
Just get to the point.
Yeah.
It just always goes to the refs, and I get it. When they dictate the game, and it becomes a little bit more difficult to watch, but it's impossible to listen to him complain about it.
Yeah. But I also feel like though that's part of the ref's job too, is to dictate the pace and keep the players in line. Because if you don't, that's when freaking Latrell Sprewell, you know.
And I have like a hard time thinking that all these guys are Joey Crawford. Like they want their TV time and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think no ref wants to be the scapegoat.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the Lions Den. Aaron Thomas, Byron Reed right next to me. Byron, what did you see in that first half from these two teams?
Well, that first half was a very competitive first half towards the end of it. Dundalk came out, set the tone early, got out to a nice lead, but Montgomery battled back, and now they have the lead starting the second half. So Dundalk's going to have to do a little bit of work, fight back. We'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, about halfway through that first half, we had a conversation about how the Lions were dominating that first half. At the end of that conversation, we came to the agreement that, yes, the Lions are dominating, but they're only up by 3 points. As you see, their domination came to an end, and
There's a
wow!
lob on the finish.
What a pretty finish there. If style points counted for anything, that'd be 4 points.
Definitely. That's Driscoll again.
Yeah, Driscoll had a big dunk in the first half that really gave his team all the momentum. Started making that comeback shortly afterwards. It's a jump ball.
Nice job tying that up there. Nice job.
Jump ball, possession arrow goes to Montgomery. They'll take over. Not only do they have the lead, but they've got the momentum as well.
They have momentum for sure. Let's see if they keep riding the wave.
You talked about this Montgomery team, one of the better teams in all of the conference last year, or excuse me, in all of JUCO men's basketball last year. Seeing that right now as they've been blazing the comeback trail, and now they may be starting to run away with it.
Yeah, those were very nice sets of possessions they just had. The fast break lob there to Driscoll, and that fancy play right there we just saw there really came out firing here in the second half.
And the Lions coach, Jerron Taylor, he's the one who took that timeout as a full timeout. And after he took that timeout, he had 5 players go over and check in to the scorer's table. So after this timeout, we're going to have a fresh 5 on the court for the Lions. One of those players in that 5 is going to be number 0, Kai Gilliam. It's going to be the first time we've seen him here this afternoon. Maybe he can be a little spark plug.
Yeah.
So the Lions certainly need it.
Yeah, they definitely do need it. One of the better point guards on this team is Gilliam, so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of things he brings to this offense. Hopefully they can work on slowing the pace down and taking care of basketball, because that's something that they need to do.
Okay, John Major, also Indian River High School, is checking into the game. He had his struggles over the weekend, but he also had some moments coming in off the bench, a couple big threes, really a spark plug player. Maybe he can do that here this afternoon as well. As like I said, the Lions certainly need a spark plug right now as Montgomery's in front, and they're holding all the momentum hostage right now.
Yep, they definitely need something. Let's see what the Lions can do as we resume action.
Breon, no good. Rebounded by Montgomery. Three-pointer right in front of their bench is good. Donald Brewer, and man, it's got to be weird watching this, and a little frustrating as well. Coach Taylor is watching the wheels fall off the bus for his team right now. Wants to do something to get back out in front, but also his team could just be running into a buzzsaw. That is a really good Montgomery team.
Yeah, Montgomery has seemed to have figured it out on offense, what they want to do. Now they're controlling the pace here.
Kai Gilliam trying to do a little bit too much there. May have been better off taking it himself. He tried to dish it off to a teammate. Breon for 3. Man, he's struggling.
Yeah, hasn't made a shot yet so far. It's only taken 2, though.
Montgomery that time, they're the team trying to do a little bit too much, but they got their own rebound. Once again, caught trying to do a little bit too much. Lions will take over. Even though Lions have been struggling here in the second half, still only 49-42, and there's still 17 minutes left in the first half. Still a lot of time.
Yeah, still got plenty of time left to go in the game for sure. They're going to have to find a way to stop this Montgomery offense, though.
Nemo Jackson sets the moving pick. It wasn't even a good one.
Yeah, if you're going to do a moving pick, like you said, make sure it's good.
Yeah, the old saying, drive it like you stole it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're going to do something wrong, get your money's worth.
Yeah. Do it with gusto, if you will.
Almost a bad steal there, or excuse me, almost a good steal there. Almost a bad turnover from Montgomery. They fought hard to get it back. Ended up getting the 2 points because of it.
That was a pretty pass, though. You having your eyes up, finding your teammate moving in the air with the ball. That's just very nice.
9-point lead for Montgomery. It's starting to look like the Lions can't catch a break here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They need to go here. Major puts it on the ground. Kai Gilliam, 4, 3.
Got 3 on the clock.
Up, and he can't put it in. Great effort. Got the offensive rebound. Breon again can't hit. And a foul over the back by Nemo Jackson. 42-51. Montgomery a chance to get their largest lead of the game, push this into double digits here with a basket.
Yeah, Dundalk's looking all out of sorts here on both sides of the ball, really. It's not a good thing. Coach Taylor had to make some adjustments here, and he's got to do it quickly. I think one of the things he's got to tell his guys, slow the pace down on offense. They seem to be rushing once they get the ball into the half-court set. But at the same time, though, they're not doing much on offense, a lot of standing around, so you got to find the middle ground between going fast and not.
Yeah, this Lions team not known for running the most amazing offense, put it that way. It's not a team that's going to come out and run a lot of things in the offensive, in the half-court set. Kind of a basic offense, maybe, to say the least.
Yeah, most of their points have always come from fast break points and running the floor. That's what their specialty is.
It's exactly what I was just about to say. They want to create offense through good defense, turning you over. That's why you see them put on the half-court full pressure throughout most of the first half. But then Montgomery figured out how to beat that pressure, that full-court pressure with the quick passes. They got a couple easy baskets, and then the Lions had to switch their mojo a little bit. That's not going to help their chances. Remember, in the first half, they were money at the foul line. They need that to be more of the same here in the second if they want to keep their comeback hopes alive.
Yeah, they were 10 for 12 from the free throw line in the first half.
That time they were 1 for 2. And almost 5 minutes into the second half, they've only forced one foul for Montgomery. Drives baseline. Oh, what ball movement from Montgomery right now. I
was just going to comment on that. That was amazing ball movement there. The drive with the kickouts, man, it's unselfish basketball right there.
Looking like a San Antonio Spurs team there for a moment. Everything was on the kick and drive. Drive in, get the defense to collapse onto you, kick out to the teammate. If his shot's not open, find somebody who's got a better shot. But for all that, they couldn't get a basket, and the Lions immediately put their heads down, put it into the painted area, and get fouled for their troubles. Major, another chance here at the line. Went 1 for 2 last time. Let's see what he has this time around.
Yeah, Major had a man down the court. Unfortunately, didn't see him and tried to do it himself.
This bench unit for the Lions that Coach Taylor put in after that early timeout. We talked about maybe they could be a spark plug. Maybe they're doing that right now. That last foul shot got this back to 9 points, back into a single-digit game.
Yeah, cutting into single digits is a very good start. They have to continue to build on it now. Just continue to build, continue to grind.
4 foul shots over the last few minutes for the Lions, and they went 3 for 4.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Mama, there goes that man. What a beautiful play. Vince
waiting on you to say that, man.
He left Kai Gilliam.
Acrobatics on display.
Oh, man, the spin cycle first, though, to get past Kai Gilliam and then the acrobatics. Wow, that was a beautiful play. Put that on YouTube with some music behind it. You got yourself a highlight tape. Another full timeout taken by the Lions.
They're down to 2 timeouts left, looks like.
56-45, just over 15 minutes left here in the second half, and what a tale of two halves for this Lions team.
Yeah, it's only been 5 minutes, if that, in the second half, and Montgomery's looking like they've figured Dundalk out.
We started to see that late in the first half when Montgomery was coming back. But still, at that time, the Lions were still hitting a couple shots down the side, down on their offensive side, so it didn't look like Montgomery was going to come out and punch him in the mouth in the second half. It looked like the Lions were still going to be punching. Now, granted, there's a lot of time left, so there's still a lot the Lions can do to start punching their way out of this one. But the way it's looking right now, Montgomery looks like they may be running away with it.
Yeah, because, again, we started the second half with Montgomery only having a 1-point lead, 43-42. So it's not like it was a blowout by any means. Montgomery fought their way back into this game after being down by a good amount.
I think Coach Taylor wants to see a little bit more out of that unit, or maybe he saw something out of that unit he liked, because he's sticking with that except for the addition of Christian Wright.
So either way, I think that's a good call. Get your starters some rest, you know, and like you said, see what more this bench can do for you before you bring your main guys back in.
Yeah, because you know Warwick Godwin's going to be checking back into that game sooner than later, and he was hitting some shots.
He definitely
in that
was.
First half.
Not afraid to shoot.
Ibrahim to Christian Wright. He's another one who's hitting some shots in that first half. Got caught with the carry there. Not a call you see very often, but he certainly did carry the ball there.
Yeah, he certainly did. I've seen a few referees, you know, not take kindly to any of that at all. Some will let it go, but it all depends.
Yeah, that's one of those calls you got to earn that.
Yeah. Driscoll.
Where first you fail, you may succeed later. First pass went right through the intended target's hands. Oh, another invitation to the block party. Montgomery sent out a few in the first half. Another one here in the second. Rose, baseline jumper, a little bit of a fade, no good. And Brewer's there for the putback on the glass.
Way to be there for Brewer. Nice job fighting his way inside, getting in prime position to grab the board. So right back up for 2.
As much as Montgomery does have a size advantage, it's really the shorter players that are coming up big. You saw Brewer with the move on the offensive glass. He only stands at 6'4". Major with a deep 3 and a rainbow 3 too. Looked like it was going to hit the lights up there.
Yeah, sure did. But you know what? Good thing that fell, because they needed that badly.
I don't think that shot clock started right when it was supposed to. They still got it up in the 10 seconds, but I looked over there and it said 29 seconds on there. I was like, there's no way that's true.
We'll roll with it for now, I guess.
Brewer, the 3. Good!
Right back at him.
And he pats his own self on the behind there. Some of these guys' celebrations afterwards. Oh, another invitation to the block party. I was saying, oh, man, Driscoll is feeling himself.
He was ready to throw that thing down. He was ready.
He wants to dunk on everything walking here.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
That was a beautiful give and go. Major to right back to Major. Puts it in for 2. Lions are really out of position here. The sea just parted that time. They took advantage of it. Rose right into the painted area, and he dished it off to a teammate. They're up 15, largest lead of the game for either team right now.
Both teams, though, there in this last little sequence, they've both gone coast to coast pretty much in their last 3 possessions.
Major with a great move to get himself some space.
Yeah.
He just embarrassed Charlie Ali. And Ali had to commit the foul just to save the shot.
Yeah, I saw you make that face, man. That face was like, ooh.
Yeah, it was a nice, pretty crossover move there. Style points counted for anything. You would have got the points right off that. Right jumper cannot get the easy roll there. And this is the first time I'm seeing all year Johan Chan, number 21 for the Lions. I don't think he played at all over the weekend.
This will be a good spot for him, though. Make his mark on the game in any way he possibly can. That's positive.
On our scorer sheet here is listed as being from the Port of Spain and Trinidad and Tobago. Long way from home for that gentleman.
Indeed.
Oh, nice move by Major. Nice move. The crossover and then the spin.
Yep. Very, very pretty all around.
Christian Wright.
And you get the points. That helped.
Christian Wright and Keyjohn Major trying to do everything themselves here. And the hero from the first half for Montgomery is checked back into the game. That's none other than number 2, Paul Garcia. Made a couple big plays for his team that really not only got them back into the game, but helped them really establish all the momentum.
Yeah, even though Brewers led the team in points at half at 13, Paul Garcia really impressed both of us over here.
Up and in on the glass, number 14, Jonathan Kamana. The wheels are really starting to fall off the bus here for the Lions. Somebody call Keanu Reeves.
First points of the game there for Kamana. Good thing to see him on the stat sheet tonight.
Oh,
what
blocked.
a block. What a block.
Ali says, fool me once. Not going to fool me again. Travel. Little too excited there that time.
Just a tad bit there. Yep.
I always like to say that's the eyes being bigger than the stomach.
Yeah, definitely. You beat me to the food analogy. I was going to say, it's like we sit down at the dinner table, you get some nice big plate.
Not realizing they can't
finish
don't
it
have
all,
any
man.
room to fit all that in there. Down low, spin. Nice move to establish position on the baseline, but I think he got it and wanted to go a little bit too fast. Garcia dishes it off. No good. Rebounded once again by Kamana and Montgomery.
Really starting to run away with it now.
Yeah, Montgomery's on the verge of going up here of 20. 69-52, Wright taking it right into the teeth of the defense. Working. Tries to find a teammate down low. That was Chan. And there it is. Warwick Godwin's going to check back into the game. As well as Kai Gilliam.
Godwin led the team in points at half with 12, and we've seen him take some shots tonight. He's made all his free throws so far. He's been doing it off and offense standpoint for the Lions so far in this one.
Bird for 3. No good off the end of the iron. Black jersey got that ball, but he was out of bounds, so the Lions will have possession and a fresh shot clock to work with.
Like the effort, though, there from Montgomery. Could have been skying to grab the board, but unfortunately for them, Dundalk's going to have another chance at redemption here for points.
Kai Gilliam, Bird, Godwin, down low. Turn into the painted area, no good. Nowhere near the basket that time.
You got to take your time down there in the post. You can't rush those shots.
Ali for 3 right in front of his bench. It's good.
The hesitation on the contest there was a little bit too much. You got to get there quicker, close out much quicker.
It's like you're going for a steal in baseball. He who hesitates is the one who fails. It is a 20-point lead now. Godwin trying to change that baseline jumper. No good. They got their own rebound. Chan, he was fouled while shooting. He will go to the line. And I'm just going to assume he missed that shot so poorly because he was fouled.
I always find it interesting when somebody gets fouled and the player sits there on the ground waiting for somebody to pick him up.
Yeah.
And nobody on the opposing team does it when they're right there.
Oh. You have to be a little bit older to remember. I'm sure you do, but some of our younger fans may not remember. LeBron James got in trouble for that early on in his Cavs career in a playoff game. Zydrunas Zagauskas was down on the ground. LeBron didn't go up to help him. The next year, he got in a fight in a game.
I remember that. I remember that, man. It's wild. Always
learn from your mistakes.
Yep, exactly.
Garcia drives baseline, and, oh, man, was very close to getting another and one opportunity.
I was ready to call it over here, man.
Garcia's got an incredibly quick first step. Just blew right past his defender. He's a tough guy to stay in front of.
Yeah, speed and quickness is definitely a game changer for sure. And when you get a first step like Garcia, he's come in and made an impact in the first half. We saw it, and looking to do more of the same here.
A lot of times guys like that with a first step that quick have a hard time playing under control. So you see a lot of guys like that in the middle of going into the basket. They'll turn the ball over because they're trying to do a little bit too much or trying to go a little bit too fast.
Right.
And Garcia, we have not seen any of that here from him this afternoon. It's very impressive. Kai Gilliam dumps it off to Muhammad, who has it stolen. They steal it right back. Oh, man, Lions can't catch a break here this afternoon. Garcia up top. Oh! Oodlally, golly, what a day.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That's impressive. Always love seeing those finishes. Nothing prettier than alley-oop.
Oh, man, that was awesome. I love basketball. Kai Gilliam, three-pointer, trying to get some of that momentum back on their side. Nope. And, oh, Bird said, you're not getting us again on that one.
In and out. Just can't seem to buy a bucket right now.
Lions are, I'm not going to say they've accepted defeat here, but they certainly know they're up against a really tough opponent right now.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit out of control here for the Lions. They've got to find a way to rein it back in.
Coach Taylor's been sitting down on the bench for the last 5 to 10 minutes. I think that says a lot.
First free throw fell.
Coachable moment here for this team.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Looks like they'll be walking away with a loss if it continues to go the way things are going right now, which is incredible because remember, halfway through the first half, we were talking about the Lions dominating this game.
Yeah, we were. They were up by, 9 at one point? At least 9.
Now more than halfway through the second half, we're talking about how much the Montgomery team has been dominating.
Yeah, Montgomery came out in the second half, and with those first 2 buckets that they scored, Aaron, I was like, oh, man, I think they figured it out.
It certainly did look like they had figured it out by the end of the first half, but like you said, they came out, scored those 2 quick baskets. You knew at that point, oh, they figured it out.
Yeah, it was official at that point.
Shortly after that, Coach Taylor took the timeout and then took his team out of the game as he put 5 bench players in, and Montgomery's been taking advantage ever since.
Yeah, getting the bench guys some valuable experience against it's a tough team, really.
Yeah, this is, like I just said a few minutes ago, this has turned into a coachable moment now. This is kind of game where, 10, 15 games down the road, you start looking at this game as the moment where, we knew this is, we hit rock bottom.
Right.
So we turned it around after that and figured out, well, we can't do that.
Yeah, it's all about trying to figure out what works and what doesn't and really honing in on what works and using those.
Yeah. Now, this isn't the Lakers by any means, but, we've seen the Lakers here in this early part of the NBA season struggle. I don't think anybody believes that the Lakers team we're seeing right now is going to be the Lakers team we see come March and so on and so forth.
For sure,
But
definitely not. Long season. In both respects, here and in the NBA, long seasons left still.
But,
plenty of time.
Coach Taylor knows LeBron James isn't walking through that door anytime soon.
If he is, suit him up.
Yeah, really.
He's still is in his early 20s, right?
Yeah. Certainly looks like it.
He certainly does.
Or Godwin takes it into the painted area. Can't finish through the contact, but he will have a chance to go to the line. Wonder how long Coach Taylor will stick with this unit that he's got in right now.
I wonder how long he's going to remain seated. But also that, too, yes. More importantly, that.
Because he took a lot of those bench unit players out. Well, not a lot of them, really, because Kai Gilliam and Bird are still in, and so is Jackson. But he took Chan out. We're seeing his first action. Kai Gilliam, nice move. Oh, man. Almost a clean block there from Freddie Harris.
Almost. Got the body on him, though, just enough for the foul call.
Harris out of Woodrow Wilson High School. Godwin just shot two. He'll have another two here. And he's got a chance to get this back to 20 points here if he can hit this one.
Yeah, and right now it's just refining your skills. Free throws, always something to work on. There's always something to get better at.
Yeah, show me, I'm sure Coach Taylor and the rest of the coaching staff. Show me something that gives me hope moving forward. Show me something that tells me that you're going to be part of this team winning games moving forward.
Correct, exactly. Find ways right now to help your team win. Little things, too. What a move, though.
Nice crossover there. Got his pocket picked on the other side, and a little bit of a frustration foul there, I'm sure, from Vince Rose. It is foul shots from here on out for these two teams, as the two teams have committed 9 and 7 team fouls respectively.
And that's Rose's third of the game.
It's 1-1 from here on. That's the second time Kai Gilliam, who's probably the shortest player out there on the court, has got an offensive rebound on a foul shot.
He's ready. He's ready to grab those boards, man. He's one of those glass cleaners tonight, apparently.
What a move by Driscoll just to get that ball up. Fought through the contact. Had a chance at the and one. He just missed that off the glass. Nemo Jackson will check out again. 77-57 is the score. Driscoll a chance to build the lead just a little bit more here.
Driscoll a perfect 5 for 5 from the line tonight. I did not jinx him. That is good.
Here's Gilliam and the Lions. Major drives baseline, gets past his man, can't hit, got his own rebound, put it up again. 2 shots, no baskets. Great effort, though, from Major.
Gotta love the effort there.
That's offensive, or is it travel?
Love seeing the effort there from Major on the offensive side, the last possession. Going down, driving past his man to get to the hoop. A tough shot over 2 defenders and still getting your rebound? That's impressive. That's work right there. It's effort.
Kai Gilliam thought he had his man beat. Great recovery there to get back out in front of him, force him into a passing situation where I think he wanted to take that to the rack. Kai will be shooting some foul shots.
These are his first 2 from the line.
Got their own rebound, as you see. Here's Major. Spinning, lost the ball, got it back, missed. And rebounded by Montgomery. Here's Garcia. Garcia up and in.
Nicely done there from Garcia. Montgomery, though, started that off with the rebound and getting the outlet pass. Those are always key starting breaks. Things getting a little chippy there, maybe.
Yeah, got to let cooler heads prevail here in a game like this. Get into a altercation or a fight in a game like this, all it does is get you on the wrong side of your coach.
Yeah, it exacerbates a situation that's already pretty bad for one team and pretty good for the other one. But, you know, you just got to go out there and play your game the best that you can, even with the score the way it is. And Dundalk last year was 1-5 on Wednesday evening games, so looks like apparently that Wednesday streak is going to
it's going to continue.
Continue, yes.
That was a deep dive find by the stats and informations people here at CCBC Dundalk. Good looking to them.
Yes, they always do a wonderful job giving us the most in-depth stats.
Right for 3, or excuse me, that was just a jumper. I don't know if that was a 3 or not. Oh, steal. Can we get a dunk? Oh, no.
Almost had it, though. Close. At least wasn't me trying. I would have probably got to the net and, like, you know what? I tried, man.
Certainly looked like he could have dunked it.
Yeah, definitely.
Roof would have blown off this place if he did. Montgomery, this Lions Den is packed with people who are rooting for the team in the black jersey. Driscoll.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Woo! Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. Wow.
Rumble, young man Rumble. He'll get the technical for his troubles. But my goodness, he just flew
I think he made my pen run out of ink. Driscoll made my pen run out of ink.
He's only 6'6", too.
And he's having fun, man. Someone's having fun.
Oh, wow, the technical win against the Lions. I wonder what that was. Maybe they didn't give enough room to come down. I was thinking, I didn't think Driscoll hung on to the rim
I didn't see him hang on. Yeah.
So I was surprised that he would be getting a tech. Yeah, I'm not sure who the tech is on the Lions or what it's for. Coach Taylor's on the court talking to the ref. Man. Rumble, young man Rumble.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
Yeah, man, it really was.
Saw a couple big dunks over the weekend in the mixer, but nothing bigger than that. There was a gentleman for the Bryant and Stratton Bobcats team, number 32, Leland Richardson, game 1. He was trying to dunk on everything moving. He had a big dunk, and then he spent the rest of the weekend just looking for guys to dunk on. It never worked out as well as it did after the first game, but it was just entertaining to watch him look for guys to dunk on.
Looking his shot every time he gets a chance to. He's going to try, right?
Yeah, it's impressive. This guy's confidence in their games and when they know they have that ability.
Right.
And I imagine it's probably like when you catch somebody like that and you dunk on him, I imagine it's like anything else. Like once you get it once, you're like, oh, I got to do that again.
Right,
and
yeah,
again and
that
again.
euphoric feeling, you know?
Exactly. I imagine it's a lot like hitting a home run in baseball. I never did that either. But
Me neither, man. I feel you. I wish. Never. And it was always too short to dunk, so.
Yeah.
Except, you know, in the backyard or whatever, you know, those things.
Oh, I threw it down on my brother Jacob a couple weeks ago on the Little Tykes thing. Right into the painted area. Whoa, nice move by that man.
Very nice.
Finishing off the high glass.
Good take there from Christian Wright.
As long as the Lions, or excuse me, if the Lions had fans who were still here, they would have been cheering after that one. But this gym's kind of filled with Montgomery fans now. Lions fans have long been headed for the exits. Oh,
Look
right,
at that
a
one.
nice move. He turned his back to the defender to use his body to shield him from getting to the ball.
I was just going to say, great job there. Using your body as a shield. That's what you got to do, though, to avoid that.
Chan found himself out of position there. Led to an easy 2 points for Montgomery. Just over 4 minutes left to be played in a contest that certainly has been decided.
My pen is back. It was gone for a minute there when Driscoll dunked, and now we're good.
I think the air has come back into the building.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
that's why. Christian Wright, 6 straight points. He's not giving up on this game. Garcia, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Can we see something impressive from him?
That was impressive. Not going to count, unfortunately,
Yeah, it won't
due to
count.
the screen.
Guess he came in a little too hot there. Does it seem like his feet were set?
Yeah.
Regardless.
Maybe they called it because of the trip. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the feet got tangled
Yeah.
up. Regardless, it'll go against Montgomery. 88-63 is the score. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Wright is hot streak will come to an end on that turnover there. Ibrahim Badu tried to save it, couldn't do it. Kijan Major will check back in. Will he come in for Wright? He will. Nope. Coach Taylor says, Wright, you stay out there. You're the only one making plays right now.
Yeah, somebody's got to stay on the floor and make some plays, and like you said, Wright's been the guy to do it. 6 points in the last 2 possessions for Wright. Or 6 straight points for Wright, rather.
Ali flung that pass over to Brewer, and Brewer didn't even go after it. He just looked right back at his teammates to say, I know you didn't think I was going to catch that.
Was not intended for me. I don't know who that was to.
Wasn't
me.
Would have had to been Stretch Armstrong to get that one. Double pick set, and it'll go against Chan. He had his feet moving there a little bit. That last foot came in as soon as the pick was set. You got to have those feet set.
All the way through the screen. Got to be rigid all the way through.
Under 3 minutes now to be played, and a travel.
Got to watch those feet, young man.
Honestly, I can't say I was paying attention to the man with the ball that time. I was looking for whoever he was going to be passing to, because as soon as he picked up his dribble, I figured somebody was going to be coming around on a screen to catch that ball, but couldn't keep that pivot foot down.
Oh, got to keep that one down. That's when you want to keep down, if anything. What a block.
Oh, man.
What a block.
Driscoll is continuing to have himself an afternoon. He sent out another invitation to the block party.
He's going to run out of paper here soon.
Woo, man, I know he wanted that one.
And there's another one from Driscoll. Unbelievable.
Driscoll's going to have himself a YouTube video before this game's over.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, for sure. Break out your cameras, flash photography, videos, all that. Treated to his show right now for Marcus Driscoll.
Should have came back off the rim and did the Vince Carter. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Man, Driscoll's giving these fans a show.
Yeah, you could fill a jar with all the jam he's been bringing out tonight.
Ooh. Ain't that the truth? Driscoll again. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I think he's just trying to make his teammates pop at this point. Shand makes the play that he can make.
Getting one to fall.
Pull-up jumper under 2 minutes now to be played. Ali drives. Gets caught up. That's going to be Lions ball. Great defensive effort there from Tyshawn Walker.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time there was Walker. Get in that prime position to force that turnover there. Nicely done. Force the pickup and the turnover. Nicely done there.
Bird. Major. Thought about the deep three. Jab step. Into the painted area. Here's Rose. Rose wants to dunk it himself.
Gotta try, man. Gotta try at some point.
I think if he was at least 2 inches taller, he probably would have. Rose was trying to go through. It's not that he didn't have the ups that time. I don't think it's just that he couldn't fight through the contact.
And that's the hardest part, I'd imagine.
Yeah, particularly when they're both going up like that.
Right, yeah, both going up hard at the same time. One of you's going to win. That time it was the Dundalk defender drawing the foul. 2 for 2 from the line there was Rose. Nice job. Making them count.
The dunk show has finally come to an end here for Montgomery. At least we think it has. Driscoll's checked out of the game. Just over 60 seconds left to be played.
Oh.
Ali continuing the great effort. Couldn't get it, though. 13 on the shot clock. Wright doesn't have a lot of time. Pull up three is good. Christian Wright continuing to have a great afternoon.
Yeah, that possession looked like it was in trouble for a minute there once the ball came out, but luckily they were able to pull themselves together and get the deep three.
Christian Wright, certainly not the reason that his team is down here by so much. Ali, like to have that one back. Airball that. Under 60 seconds now to play. Bird for three right in front of his bench. No good. Major with the rebound. Out to Wright. 30 seconds. Bird again. Up and under. No, he dishes it off to a teammate who puts it up. Montgomery, they can hold for the end of this game.
And probably dribble the rest of the clock out, but Dundalk says no. 2 more points.
Christian Wright just trying to make a statement here. He's not going to be bullied or pushed around. And
not in your own house.
It won't count for anything here this afternoon, but I'm pretty sure he's gained a lot of respect points in the eyes of his coach.
Yeah.
And his teammates probably as well. Christian Wright has never given up on this game at any point, and he's continued to ball out, and ball out he has done.
Yeah, and that's always a good sign. When games are like this, you always want to look for those guys that are putting forth the extra effort or not giving up at all. And in this case, it's Christian Wright tonight.
Those Harlem, New York City kids. Tough kids. Not going to push them around.
No, sir, not at all. No slouches. He's probably going to earn some points from this Montgomery team, too.
Oh, for sure. He has to. I mean, he was going for the dunk there on that last time down the trip. And he's only 5'11", so.
And he almost flushed it, too.
He really did.
Surely did.
He came pretty close. Even with the contact, he came pretty close. 2 for 2 from the line, so makes the statement and backs it up. Montgomery can hold for the end of the game here.
Dundalk's not going to make it easy on him, that's for sure.
Oh, man, I thought Ali was going to pull Jamal Murray right there. That is the end of this evening's contest. Montgomery, big winners here, 93-74. Any last thoughts, Byron?
It was a game that we thought was going to be close, and then Montgomery figured out towards the end of the first half, and they never let go.
And for Aaron Thomas and Byron Reed, we will be back November 20th at 7 o'clock for more CCBC Dundalk Lions men's basketball. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
No, you go next.